So, this is my NFC East predictions for 2023 season. I really like the idea. I'm going to keep this one a lot quicker. Start with the Giants. As soon as I can get sorry, not the Giants. This is the NFC South, and we're going to start with the Bucks. Let's predict everything there. Play the Vikings week 1. They're going to lose this game, fall 0-1. But then they take on the Bears and they're going to get a win to get to 1-1. Then they're going to follow Philly to get to 1-2. And then they're going to take on the Saints. I'm going to give them this win, 2-2. Then the bye, then they lose to the Lions to fall to 2-3. But then they beat the Falcons to get to 3-3. But then they lose to the Bills to get to 3-4. And I think this is going to be a game where when they play the Texans at 3-4, I think Stroud's gonna have a good game. They're still gonna get this win, getting to 4-4. But then they're gonna lose to the Titans to get to 4-5. Lose to the 49ers 3-6. Beat the Colts to get to 5-6. Beat the Panthers to get to 6-6. Probably split the series with the Falcons, so they lose this game. So they're 6-7, and then beat the Packers 7-7. 7-7, and the Jags 7-7 they lose, getting to 7-8, and then lose to the Saints, get to 7-9, and then lose to the Panthers, so they finish 7-10 on the year. Actually, the Panthers. They play the Falcons week 1. This is an easy win for them. But then they take on the Saints and lose, falling to 1-1. Then losing to Seattle, falling to 1-2. And then losing to the Vikings, falling to 1-3. Sorry, beating the Vikings, getting to 2-2. But then losing to the Dolphins and Lions, falling to 2-4. Then having the bye. Then beating the Texans to get to 3-4. Beating the Colts to get to 4-4. Losing to the Bears to get to 4-5. Losing to the Cowboys to get to 4-6, beating the Titans to get to 5-6, beating the Bucks to get to 6-6, beating the Saints to get to 7-6, losing to the Falcons to get to 7-7, losing to the Packers to get to 7-8, losing to the Jags to get to 7-9, and beating the Bucks to 8-9. So Panthers 8-9, Bucks 7. So remember what I just said. Bucks 7-10, Panthers 8-9. Time for the Saints. I'm not wasting any time. Let's go. All right, Tennessee Titans, week 1. This can be a game where the Titans offense. I don't know about the Titans offense yet. The signing of DeAndre Hopkins was a big one, but the Titans are still going to be garbage. Their defense has too many holes. Saints get an easy win even without Alvin Kamara. They take on the Panthers. I filmed that first play yesterday. Don't remember what had happening here. But this is at Bank of America Stadium. Got the Panthers win this one, so they are 1-1 now. Take on the Packers. Take on the Packers. I say they lose this one to get to 1-2, but then beating the Bucks to get to 2-2, then losing to New England, falling to 2-3, but then beating the Texans to get to 3-3, losing to the Jags get to 3-4. Taking on the Colts with the win, get to 4-4, but then lose to the Bears and the Vikings in back-to-back weeks to fall to 4-6. Then the bye, and then come back against the Falcons, winning to get to 5-6. and losing to my Detroit Lions. Let's go, Super Bowl champion Lions. What did I say? Now have the bye. Right, 4 and 6. They wouldn't win the Falcons fans. So lose the 5 and 7. You take on the Panthers. They're gonna win this one to get to 6 and 7, but then lose to the Giants to fall to 6 and 8. Beat the Rams, get to 7 and 8. Lose to the Bucks to get to 7 and 9, but then beat the Falcons to finish 8 and 9. So Panthers and Saints 8 and 9, Bucks 7 and 10. All right, Falcons, you have to win the division now. Yeah, I don't have the Falcons winning many games. I think I just have them literally getting swept by every NFL team. But let's see. Let's see. I want to give them a shot. So let's get on. Week 1, take on the Panthers and lose this game, fall to 0-1. Gonna beat the Packers, getting to 1-1, but then losing to the Lions as they fall to 1-2, but then going to London to play the Jags and winning, getting to 2-2, taking on Bryce Young and falling, getting to 2-3, but then beating the Commanders to get to 3-3, losing to the Titans to get to 3-4, losing to the Vikings to get to 3-5, but then beating the Cardinals to get to 4-5 as the bye week comes, then losing to the Saints to get to losing to the Saints, getting to 4 and 6, losing to the Jets, getting to 4 and 7, beating the Bucks, getting to 5 and 7, losing to the Panthers, getting to 5 and 8, playing the Colts, losing to the Colts, getting to 5 and 9, losing to the Bears, getting to 5 and 10, and then losing to the Saints as they finish the season 5 and 11. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna alter the big bracket, so it's my prediction. Now, in number 5, I got the Atlanta Falcons as they fin in 4th, the Falcons at 5 and 12. In 3rd, the Bucks at 7 and 10. And then we had a tie for 1st between the Saints and Panthers. But I do think the Saints will get the 1 seed. So 2 seed goes to the Panthers 8 and 9. 1 seed goes to the Saints at 8 and 9. So comment below your predictions. And up next, last NFC won the West.